Alright, so let's get started with the first Kendra G reaction.
All right.
Yeah. Hello?
Hey, Kendra.
Hey, please make me number one fan. Wow. That's your name?
No, Jennifer.
Jennifer. Have you been here before?
No, ma'am.
Okay, listen, we got them breasts. Them breasts is breasting, child. I mean, I can do the same, child. Jennifer, where you calling me from?
Arcadia, Florida.
Arcadia, Florida. How old are you?
40.
40. What do you do for a living?
I said it. I'm gonna say until I'm blue in the face. Right? The older the woman is, the more of a red flag that she is. Now you look at her, right? She's not terrible looking, big jugs and all that stuff is attractive to men. You, it's funny, right? Women always say like it's such a tired line that men ask why you single, because that's an indicator. It is logical for men to ask women why are they single, because in a man's mind, okay, dating, getting a man for a woman is easy. It's on easy mode. It is practically a video game for a woman on easy mode. Okay? You can easily get a man. So what does that say to a man? That you've dealt with plenty of men, and yet no man has one either met your qualifications, even though you dealt with all these men. They haven't met your qualifications, so you're still single late into your life. I must say that one, you have crazy, crazy hard standards, okay, and your standards are unrealistic to the men you are attracting, and it is not worth it to the men that you want to attract. And two, it could say that you are hard to deal with. And it could probably be a little bit of both, but even probably more, column B, where you are most likely hard to deal with. Okay, so now, why would the man that you want to deal with a woman that's hard to deal with? They wouldn't. So that's the logic when men ask women, why are you single? Because again, for men it's different. Men are single because either one, they just don't go up to enough women that would want to be with them, right? So men are usually single is because they just don't go up to, they're not the ones who initiate, because for men you have to initiate even to get started. For women, they're constantly being initiated, constantly being talked to, constantly trying to be hit on. For men, you have to do the action of hitting on someone. So it is much harder for a man to get into a relationship. A lot harder. Again, unless you're a top tier man, which most men aren't, it is very hard. So for men, the dating game is on hard mode.
I have a trucking company. I have 2 my trucks, and then I have a party bus. Then I have a resource center, and I have help.
Wait, girl, I can't write that fast. A trucking company, what else?
A party bus.
A party bus?
And I also...
Sounds like a woman that is doing well for herself, which would be, I can tell you this. She didn't build that with any man, so she's done that herself. Now, more than likely, she needs a man at her level or above, which her level is probably high, probably, 6-figure plus, right? So, why would a man at that kind of level want to deal with this kind of woman for long-term commitment? Probably sexually. I'm quite sure that this woman has no problem getting men for sexual, situations. But at 40, obviously she's having a hard time finding a man that she wants for long-term commitment.
So have helped over 50 people obtain a valid driver license in the state of Florida, and I'm still counting.
Is that a job?
I would consider it a job. I used to do it for free, but a lot of people took advantage of my time, and I started charging people for it.
So you help them get driver's license?
The people that are suspended license, like child support, or maybe they got a drug charge, or
They suspend your license over child support? How the hell you gonna get to work?
I know it's the setup to be set back.
How do you, I mean, I don't know, you know, but how do you, I do know you go to jail if you don't pay child support, but I know they can take your license. How am I supposed to get to work?
Yeah, a lot of people go to incarcerate to be incarcerated or something like that, and they can't pay, and it still goes on and on and on, and they put the sanctions against them. And a lot of people don't know how to go about trying to get their license, and it's harder to get your license than it is to just drive.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's keep going. Jennifer, Arcadia, Florida, 40. So she has a trucking company, a party bus. She helps people get their license. Do you have any kids?
Yep. I have 4. One passed away. My daughter's grown. One of my daughters grown. And my son lived with his father in South Carolina. And my daughter that's 4 live with me.
Can I get the ages? And sorry about your child that passed away.
Oh, okay. Thank you. My oldest is 20, should be 23. And then my son, if he was living, he'd be like 19. And then my son that lived with his father is 11. And then my daughter's 4.
Are they all by the same man?
No, I got different dad.
For all the children?
Yeah.
Why are you not with the 4-year-old?
Mad red flag. Mad red flag. So she has 4 baby daddies. I mean, I guess technically now only 1. I mean, technically only 3, but she gave children to 4 men. None of those men qualified for long-term commitment. The hypocrisy and delusion of women. That maybe, right, we don't know yet, but maybe she's looking for, she might, sometimes they do, right, now require marriage from a man, right? You're 40. You ain't, most likely, you're not giving a child to the next man you get with. There is absolutely no reason for the man to marry you, especially if this man makes close to you or more than you. I mean, if he makes less than you, then oh shit, sorry. If he makes less than you, more power to him to marry you, because that man is going to be, he's going to use the legal system to his advantage. But women like this is insane.
Oh, Dad.
We were together, and then he brought my first semi truck, and then he took a lot of money out of my bank account, which is our bank account, but we're partners, and I feel like if you want to take money like that, you should talk about it before actually, take out the account. So he took it out, and I took him off my account, and then he took the truck and trailer from me. Then I had to go work for my cousin, and then I started saving my money and built my trucking company myself from that point on.
And when did y'all end? Because y'all do have a 4-year-old together. When did this happen?
When she was like maybe a month old, 2 months.
Do y'all co-parent well?
No, I be calling him a lot, trying to get him to come see her, but he never comes.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been married?
I bet you, right? All 4 of those men, she has relatively a problem with. So, what does that say? She's a bad judge in character. And that, I believe people that have bad judge in character is kind of a reflection on themselves. Okay? So, I don't see people that judge are bad or have bad judgment in other people as necessarily moral, principled themselves. So that's why it's a bad reflection on you about who the people you surround yourself with, the people you get a relationship with, the people you give children to. Okay, so I think that's a red flag too.
Yes, I've been married 3 times, but all 3 times were with somebody that helped them get papers, and they really wasn't in love with me.
You married 3 different men to get them green cards?
Well, no, not really to get green cards. I wanted to be with them, but that's what they were using me for.
3 times you fell for it?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you fall for it? Okay, even if you fall for it one time, how did you fall for it 2 more times?
The 2 times out of one, the guy was the same guy. I divorced him and remarried him.
Okay.
So she was. This is no surprise, right? No surprise that this woman has 4 baby daddies. So no surprise she has multiple failed marriages. She's a bad judging character and terrible self-reflection. I think terrible accountability, right? Terrible accountability skills. And she's a woman that repeats mistakes. She's 40. She ain't 20. So, and you gotta think, her recent child, 4. So, in the last 4 years, she's, it's only been, she's 40. So, in her late 30s, she's still making mistakes. She's not a child. So really, this woman is not suitable, right, for good men. Sadly, she's used to just terrible men, and that's probably the type of men that she attracts, and probably the type of man that fits her. I don't think that. I don't even think she's attracted to good men. I don't. Okay, I don't think she's attracted to good men. Nor I don't think she would treat good men good.
Did he need papers twice?
No, we got back together, and I was trying to see if it's going to work out, and it still didn't work out.
Okay, and then the other time, tell me about that one.
That was my first time, and there was another guy that I met that was also an island guy, and I thought we was going to be together, and we wasn't.
How soon did you learn with each guy that they just wanted papers?
Probably when it got close times to actually getting the papers and stuff.
So did they get them, or did you divorce them before it was that time?
No, they actually got them.
And then after that, they just started acting different?
Yeah, very different.
Very different?
Yeah, like they start showing their true colors.
Ooh, child. And are any of these your children's dads?
No.
So these are men outside of your children's dads?
Yes.
So you have 4, did all your children dads, do all your children have different fathers?
Yes.
So you have 4 men you had kids by, and then you married 2 other men.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you marry any of the men you had kids by?
Probably because I was young and I probably didn't want to marry at that time.
Okay, and when was your last divorce?
Probably about 8 months ago.
8 months ago. Oh, is that the one that you married twice? Okay. Woo, child, Jennifer. Got a lot going on, girl.
I just keep it real, though.
Yeah, keep it real. You're a terrible woman. You're a stupid woman. That's as real as you can keep it. You're stupid. Utterly stupid. 4 men that you supposedly like. you like, it was 4 years ago. You were in your 30s, and you didn't want to marry this man. Yet you wanted to give him a kid. So what do you think is young? It's ridiculous. What this woman thinks is young is ridiculous. In her 30s is young. I mean, you should have. It's like this woman is, I'm sorry, utterly stupid, ridiculously stupid. Okay, that's as real as you can keep it. Okay. It's just like you had 4 men you gave kids to. None of them you thought these guys qualify for marriage. In your 30s, your mid 30s, now you've been with two other men that, and I guess that's a 4-year span or so, that you now decide these men qualify for marriage. Now these other men qualify for marriage. Yet you pick terrible men again. It's just like this woman just repeats patterns.
I mean, I appreciate it.
Lay all my cards on the table, and I don't like to BS around. I put everything out there. You make a choice whether you're gonna stay or flight. It's all good to me.
It's all good to her. All right. What's your zodiac sign, Jennifer?
In the borderline Sagittarius and Scorpio, the 22nd of November.
Okay. So this is Jennifer, Arcadia, Florida. 40 years old, Sagittarius, Scorpio, owns her own trucking company, Party Bus, helps people get their driver's license back. 4 kids, one has passed on. And let's do it. What kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for a man that just wants to be an entrepreneur, and he don't have to be an entrepreneur as long as he's going forward to an entrepreneur, because I want somebody to chase their own dream and not chase someone else's dream.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breaker is smoking. I never smoke. I never drink. I never did drugs. That's pretty much it. My deal breaker is smoking, and pretty much just have to be not a woman. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not violent. That's the only 2 things.
Not a woman beater, and you said not violent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not violent. Does he have to look a certain way?
No, my man does not have to look a certain way. I'm not for the scale like, oh, my man got to look like Brad Pitt or, Wesley Snipes or somebody. No, my man, long as he come to me and be genuine, it doesn't matter, because it's not about the outer appearance to me. It's about what man has to offer to me and what we have to offer each other and what we can do together.
I think she has a lot of problems, right? I personally believe she dates hustlers. The entrepreneur crap, right? She dates hustlers. I honestly see that in this type of woman. Here's a woman that dates hustlers, okay? Maybe scammers, men that find money in alternative ways, okay? I'm getting that because from what she's just saying, right? She wants an entrepreneur, men that, whatever, make their own money, shit, whatever, be their own boss. But let's see her history. She's married, give children to terrible men. Well, these men have to attract her some way, right? She's not into 9-to-5 guys, right? So, more than likely, these men were entrepreneur types, right? But should I say all 6 of these men were successful or legit entrepreneurs? I'm doubtful. I'm guessing, and it's a guess, I'm assumption, that these men might be hustlers, right? They might, again, it's not a bad thing, but it's just that sometimes when you're a hustler, how do I put it? It might not be up and up, right? You might not be fully moral or sound in character. I'm guessing, right? Maybe I'm saying in the crazier aspect, right? But again, she's dating these supposedly terrible men. So that's why I'm trying to put like the pieces together, right? These men aren't supposedly that great of a men. All right, so and they were entrepreneur types, aka maybe hustlers. So if they weren't, I'm trying to add all the pieces together, right, and make a deeper, maybe slightly logical assumption. Okay, so because this is the type of woman that I guarantee you repeats cycles, right? She will repeat her mistake over and over again. She's 40. I don't see her breaking that cycle. So, yeah, I just think that this is the type of woman that maybe likes scammers, hustlers, men that figure out ways to make their own money, which is whatever. But included in that, they have low morals, low characters, you know. So I think that's, I think it's stupid when women want to continue the cycle that has proven to fail within their life, and they want to continue that over and over again.
Okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No.
No. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Can.
Okay. Let's see. I stand back.
Oh, look at this body, child. Woo, child. Body for days. Jennifer, so your last relationship was your marriage?
No. That was
What was your last relationship?
my last relationship was with this guy, and I broke up because he was using me. I had brought him a tow truck and stuff.
Jennifer, why do you? Okay, let's talk, Jennifer. How do you get played so many times?
Well, I don't know. Probably because I'm too nice, too naive, and I always want to see people grow. Like,
So what did you buy the last guy?
He had a little old tow truck, like one of them old 1987 flatbeds, and I bought him a one of those repo tow trucks.
Did he ask for it, or did you offer?
He said he never asked for it. It was like a dry ask, but he said he needed a tow truck, and I'm the type of woman, like, my man don't have to ask me to do something. I just see a need, a want, and I fulfill it.
And why did y'all break up?
I broke up with him. He's still trying to be with me. I broke up with him because I got tired of him. I really like woke up. This man is like really using me, so that's why.
This guy is really using. Okay, she woke up. Okay, fair enough. Do you think you can decipher from the men? Because there's somebody in the comments saying you could buy me one too.
Yeah, I know. I get that all the time. I get that all the time.
Maybe don't buy anybody else anything for a while.
I haven't been buying anything. Like, I haven't.
Okay. Just curiosity. The guys that you married that you said needed papers. Did you meet them in America or did you meet them in their country?
No, here.
Oh, here. And they didn't have papers while they were here?
No, I actually was going to work in my semi truck. Like, I have drivers now, so I don't work in my truck anymore. But sometimes I do. So I was actually working my truck, one of my trucks, and that's why I met one of them.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Jennifer. So your last relationship was the guy. When did that end? The one you bought the semi truck for, the flatbed for?
About 7 months ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask.
48 days.
What happened?
48 days ago, I had sex.
The question is, when was the last time you had sex? You don't have to answer. Jennifer decided to answer, and the answer again is
48 days.
Feels like I'm fucking hosting Jeopardy right now.
This is a woman that's. So, you gotta think, right? Men, you gotta look at this. This is a woman that more than likely has a high body count. People always say, why do men care about body count? And they don't even ask it specifically, right? Men, you don't need to ask a woman's body count. But, look at this. You could just ask her relationship status. And then, multiply by 2 because of the men that don't reach relationship status. 4 men, baby daddies. 2 men, marriages. At least another man of a relationship. So that's, 7 men there. Then, about a month ago, a sexual partner. So that's like 9 bodies. Now, maybe she's 40. So let's maybe multiply that by 3. So this woman is like mid double digits. And you can hear the psychological, the traumatic damages that's happened to her. this woman is, she's not stable in mind. Um, so I just see the problems that you can see all these traumatic, all these harsh, all these kind of experiences has withered her. So in essence, I'm saying that I think this woman is hard to deal with, especially for good men. I think she'll be hard to deal with for good men. I even think she won't even be attracted to good men because of all her experiences have pretty much shaped her into a person that is actually attracted to bad men. In my assumption, my own logical assumption is that this is the type of woman that she actually is attracted to men that are toxic, that are users, that are just not good men.
I'll take 48 days for 200, Kendra G. 48 days for 200. Let's see if 48 days since the last, what is 48 days the last time Jennifer had sex? The answer is ding, 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 ding. Right, 48. Jennifer, how the hell do you know the hour? 48 days, 2 hours and 18 seconds? Shit.
I'm good with numbers, so I love numbers, so I'm just good with numbers.
Was it that good that it was memorable down to the date?
Yep, and counting.
Was it your ex or is it somebody else?
No, my ex.
Okay, are you off of him, you think?
I'm trying to be off of him. I'm just trying to get my mind off him. It's just
Toxic. So, okay, now, well, fine. Let's take back that one extra body. But again, this is what I'm saying, right? Here's his toxicity. She broke up with the guy. Okay, and it seems like she does that a lot, right? She leaves the man, goes back to the man. This is right. Women that date, love, want to be with toxic men are toxic themselves. They're toxic themselves. They are not women that you should get with because those are the type of women that will break your heart. Especially if you're a good man, you're a good, decent man, they will break your heart. Because they're used to their heart being broken, so they're self-destructive. Here's a woman that I guarantee you, she's a self-destructive type of woman. Just recently having sex with her ex again. It is like ridiculous. What man? What good man is gonna see this 40-year-old woman, right? Who's like as immature as a 20-year-old, and see that this is a prize to have, to marry, to date, to be with. Ridiculous.
it's like when you had somebody and nobody else to, take your mind off of it.
Okay, all right. So when you have somebody and nobody take your mind off of it. Okay, all right. So, what are 3 flaws you have to work on, Jennifer?
My flaws is honesty. I'm very honest. I'm very upfront, and sometimes that can be a flaw because people tend to like to paint an image of something and it's really not this, and I'm not that type of person. I'm gonna just tell you up front, this is what it is and this is how it is, and these are all my cards, these are all my negativity. Another flaw is I did a porn movie when I was like in the 12th grade. That's a flaw to me. It's like because it's on the internet, so it might come out. So I'd rather tell somebody up front than for them to find out from somebody else to come tell me. My third flaw is that sometimes I talk too much and I need to learn how to listen.
Ooh, child, Jennifer, child. Okay, you did a porn movie when you were in the 12th grade. What kind of?
I was 19 though, so I was 18.
You was 19?
When I graduated, but it was 18 when I did it.
So you had this body your whole life?
No. Well, when I was younger, I did have a body like this. But no, girl, I went to the Dominicans and got a tummy tuck. I went over there by myself and everything.
You had the body. done.
No, these are my real breasts, but I just had a tummy tuck.
You had a tummy tuck. Got you. Okay. She had a tummy tuck. Okay. All right. Ooh, child, Jennifer, you definitely are transparent. I can respect that.
Thank you.
And I mean, but the porn thing, I don't know if we would have knew. Did you have a different name?
No.
Or the same name?
Well, but I used like a stage name because I was
That's what I'm
dancing.
saying. This was 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, I was dancing back then, so I had like a
Oh,
stage.
woo, okay. You used to be a stripper?
Yes, I used to be a dancer.
Well, Jennifer.
I'm telling you, right? The more this woman talks, the more she's give credence to the shit I'm saying. I said it. Like, this woman she's trauma filled. She is trauma filled. So again, if a good man should not get with a kind of woman like this, because they will only break a good man's heart. It is no surprise to me that here's a woman that get with toxic, terrible men, because she is sadly just trauma filled, right? She's damaged. And at 40, this is the difference, right? If she was damaged at 25, okay? Maybe at 30, okay? If a good man got with her then, maybe he could make an impact. Maybe he could stop something. Hopefully, probably 25, right? In her 20s. Got with her and changed, the toxicity, right? Okay, there's hope. At 40, shit is set in stone. The trauma, those are etched in her heart. Those are etched in her brain, right? That trauma, the toxic emotions, the toxic thought, the toxic feelings, toxic patterns, right? They're etched in her. They're who she is. So I just see that this is it's sad. It's really sad. I feel for someone like this, because it's going to be a never-ending cycle for her. At 40, things are already set in stone, right? It's hard, like, what is it? The saying is like hard to teach an old dog new tricks, as it were. I just think that this woman is just too used to toxicity.
I will say this. I respect the transparency, but I don't know if we would have knew about the porn movie, because if it's 20 years old and the name was different, you could have probably kept that one to yourself.
Probably could, but if it came out, you never know who you might run into that know you.
Has that happened?
Yeah. My whole town know about it, but you just never know. Like, I don't.
Well, the cousins are gonna be searching for this video now.
I'm not ashamed of it or anything like that, but I'm not proud of it at the same time. I'm not going to allow that, stop me. I made $500,000 last year just off of trucks, and I don't go out of the state of Florida. I'm interstate, so I have people call me all the time, want me to help them with their trucking company. I build trucking companies. I help people with credit. I have a resource center in my office where people can come do food stamp applications. I sell the free food stamp phone. I'm an authorized dealer for them. So I have a lot going on. It's not like, oh, I did all this bad stuff and I'm just like mumping in my past. No, I'm moving forward. I learned from my past, and I know the grass is not green on the other side.
No, the grass is not greener on the other side.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Jennifer. So those are your 3 flaws, you said, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Child, you took the 3 flaws and slam dunked it. Like, usually people are over here stumped and can't think of anything. Child,
Because
I'm almost wishing maybe you got something.
But people need to take self-examination. When you got self-examination and you know yourself and you take time to be with yourself and understand you and deal with the trauma that you had when you was a child, you won't have to worry about thinking about what's your flaws.
I think she has poor skills, poor self-reflection skills. She's like, you think with this, how has she dealt with her traumas when she was young? She's 40 and continue dealing with toxic men. So her toxic past, like terrible upbringing, whatever, right? Terrible choices. She hasn't learned from them. She hasn't learned to be more morally sound. She hasn't. So yes, she may have, let's say, accepted her past, right? Embrace it, you could say, and be transparent. That's great. Be transparent, but you haven't learned from them, so it's stupid. It's always stupid.
You know your flaws, you just don't want to see them.
There you have it. Jennifer, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
It'd be like it would be me because I'm a go-getter. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm always thinking of ways to make money. And I believe that you have to have multiple streams of income.
It's stupid. That's utterly stupid, right? Here's a woman that hasn't had good, teaching. So if, as a woman who thinks, so much about money, so much a go-getter, helping a man make money, the only men that cares about that are men that don't make money, don't care, right? Don't have something go from them, are not stable themselves. So they need a woman that is an entrepreneur, that's a go-getter, that can help them make money. Right? So think about this, right? She said she's dealt with these men for at least one of her baby daddies. She's dealt with him, like, help starting this trunking company, at least early on. Tells you that what type of man he took money from her. It's like, you should want a man that's stable himself. This is the thing with women are stupid, right? What they evaluate, what their preferences, what their standards are. You should just want a man that's stable, that can take care of himself, that has a stable job. Who cares who he makes money for? But he has a stable job. He's stable himself. He makes money for himself, right? He knows how to take care of himself. That should be like the basis of what you want. For you to want to teach a man to make more money is like, imagine what type of men you're going for. Because the men that are desperately, I don't know how to make money, so I need your help. Well, those type of men, she's been dating them. So look at the results.
You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to just work here and this is all I'm going to do. No, you need to have multiple streams of income. That doesn't mean that everything going to make money at the same time, but at the same time, you're going to have something that's coming in constantly. But if you just focus on one thing, you're going to have to work overtime. You're going to have end time. You got to have multiple streams of income. And with a man being with me, he's going to have the opportunity to know that his woman is honest. So that's a great benefit right there. Me being honest to him. And he knows that he's not worried about me going on the other side because I already know the grass not green on the other side. If I got a good man, why would I go and test something else? I already don't test the water. I don't want the waters no more,
Don't want the waters no more. Listen, it happens every so often where the cousins request Kendra Cam twice. Now it's up to you. You don't have to, but they would like for you to do the Kendra Cam again.
Oh, okay.
They want to see this body for those that just came in. Here's this body, child. Coca-Cola. She said she went to the Dominicans. Ooh, yeah. That body is bodying.
It's Dr. Cabral.
Oh.
Dr. Cabral, the king of Barbies.
The king of Barbies. I don't know him, and he ain't pay no advertisement, so we ain't. But you shouted him out, and that's what it is. I don't co-sign. I don't know, but her body does look good. We'll leave it at that. All right, Jennifer. What's the age range you would date? You're 40.
I don't have no age range. You can have a young guy that's very mature, that has an old soul and stuff like that. I don't have no age range.
Do you want to get married again?
Of course, I want to get married again.
Okay, she wants to get married again. Could the guy have children?
It's ridiculous. I said that in the beginning. It's ridiculous that this woman wants to get married again. It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous that this woman wants to get married.
don't have to get married. And it doesn't matter if the guy has kids or not. Like, I don't put no limitations on stuff. Women put too much limitations on things, and you really miss the thing that was really good for you.
Okay. She is open. She is open. Let's do it. This is Jennifer. Oh, does he have to be in Florida?
No.
No. Okay. You only been married 2 times, right? Oh, I missed it because someone said 4 times is the
And
charm.
it was 2 people, though, but one person twice.
Okay, so she's been married 3 times, Jess. One, but it's 2 people because the same person twice. Ooh, child, the cousins are shady. They said it 4 times the charm. I'm about to say it's only been married 2 times. Okay. Well, listen. Let's do it, Jennifer. How could a guy reach out to you, honey? Do not. You don't have to give us a name. I don't want them to be Googling because they're gonna try to Google you. You know my cousin. And one thing I will say, my cousins work for the motherfucking FBI, child. Now they gonna find you. They gonna find you, and they gonna send me the clip. They gonna
What?
send me. The clip.
Let me put this out too. I have been to prison for fraud. No. Listen, it's like I had did 48 months and I got out since 2015. But I had went to prison for fraud. I'm telling you, I'm good with numbers. Fraud, wire transfer, destroying a computer,
Fraud.
Stuff like that. I never been in trouble for drugs. I never been in trouble for I'm not a fighter. I never did drugs. I never smoked. I never drank. But I did go to prison from 2012, 11 to.
You know that. Remember what I said, right? I said this is the type of woman that most likely date and probably married hustlers, scammers. She falls into that category. I'm not saying that she is now, but I mean, she probably, hustled and scam or whatever, did whatever she could to make money. And that's the mentality she has with the type of men she wants.
15, and I got out with nothing. I've been running ever since.
Jennifer.
But you said it doesn't work for the FBI. I just like to lay everything out on the table. But I do
You
have.
put it out here like you don't gotta find me. I'm giving. Is there anything else you want to tell us?
I have a passport. I have a TWIC card. I have a TSA. I mean, I'm pretty sure the people that never been to prison can't even go in the TSA line at the airport. So I have all those things and more. And I have a hazmat on my truck and my CDL license. So, and sometimes a lot of people can't get those things that have been a convicted felon. And I got all those and more.
Okay, so couple things that Jennifer told us. She's been married 3 times, twice the same man. She helped them get their papers. Mama 4, one has become an angel. She owns her own trucking company, party bus, and drive. She gets help people get their license. Years ago, she danced. She was a stripper. She also did a porn movie. Now we learning she also was once in jail. You have lived a full life, Jennifer.
Yeah, now it's time to just relax and enjoy life.
I would guess so. You did everything else. I don't know. You never killed nobody, right?
No, I'm not no violent person. Like I just did, crimes like money crimes and laundry and stuff like that. But I don't do that no more.
And it seems like that's why the entrepreneurship, it seems like she's very focused on the money, the hustling. Maybe change that aspect, right? Maybe change that way of thinking, because I think that's what the men she attracted to, right? Attracted to the hustlers, the men that I don't know, try to make money any way they can.
I'm not going.
Don't be done with that. You was good at it though.
Yeah.
Well, you wasn't too good because you got caught.
No, yeah, but I got caught by myself.
Ooh.
Nobody didn't tell on me. I do everything by myself. But the FBI wanted me to work for them. That's how good I was.
The FBI wanted. They say you better than us.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
Well, listen, I appreciate the transparency. One more time, how could the guy that's interested
be my party bus for free.
Is it legit? I don't want the cops to pull me up all around during my party.
Let me tell you something. I'm a new woman since 2015. I EOS. I don't have time. I make sure I pay my taxes. I make sure I do everything right. I got payroll. And I help people get homes too. I don't help 5 people get a house. No, I don't have time. I do what's right. I for my people, and I don't want nobody to do the same thing I did and get in trouble. Prison is the worst place for anybody. 48 months, I had no visits, and I was indigent. No money.
You was in the gym?
I was waiting for them to drop the toilet paper so I could get me some toilet paper. Really.
You said you were
indigent. That means I didn't have no money. Nobody sent me money. I probably had money 3 times the whole 48 months.
You gotta buy toilet paper in prison?
You don't have to, but they give you one roll. But how long that lasts? Girl, you be hoping somebody leave the toilet paper in the stall. Yeah.
Prison Chronicles. Is it like the show Orange is the New Black where y'all fighting in there?
Yeah, they was fighting, and they were having sex with the officers, all type of stuff in there, girl. And they were going with the women, but nobody ain't talk to me because I ain't had no money and my hair was nappy. I was just too much focused on education and doing self-help classes. I wasn't really into that hype stuff. And the girls that get money, they talk to the other girls to get money, and they wouldn't talk to me. So, like, I sold my indigent paperwork for a pack of cookies and some coffee.
You sold your what paperwork?
Again, like, if you don't have no money in prison, have something one day, and then everybody be mad because I take up all the time. It's going.
What about your children? They didn't give you anything?
Huh?
Your children, they weren't born yet?
No, well, yeah, my first two was, but one had died. He died when he was like 4, and then I was pregnant in prison. Before I went to prison, I was pregnant, so I had my baby in prison, and he was taking it from me ever since he was like a day old. So I never seen him, and my baby dad never brought him to see me.
Do you know him now?
Yeah, I know him now.
And your baby's daddies they didn't give you no money?
No. He was on the visitation list approved, and some more people was approved to come see me. I used to wake up every weekend looking for it. Never.
Aww.
Never.
They say everyone's saying you should write a book.
Oh, thank you. I did write in prison every day, though. I wrote every day. Every day.
You should. This was an interesting story. We all tuned in.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you crying?
A little, but.
Aww. Well, you made it to the other side.
Yes, I did, and I did it all by myself.
What did I say, right? I've said it, she's a sad woman. Because this is the type of woman that had... I said it. I've said it. I can tell, okay? The trauma is etched in her. It's at 40, it's going to be forever there. I think she's dealt with it terribly, right? I mean, how mentally she dealt with it, right? I don't think it's proven successful because of the relationships she's constantly getting herself into. So, because those are the results, right? How well, right, have you improved? Well, the results of life will show you how well you improved. Life will show you your improvements or whatever. And life has shown her that she has not improved. Actually, relationship-wise, things have only gotten worse. Okay, so I just think this is a sad example, right? This is a sad example of what I've been talking about through all these videos, right? Is that she's probably hard to deal with. In a sense, and it's not in the sense that maybe she has attitude and shit like that. I'm not saying necessarily that problems, but I'm saying that like she might be hard to deal with in the trauma sense. I believe. Okay, so I just think that she's probably not the type of person that follows a man's lead. I don't think so. So, because, again, she's 40. She's lived the life she's lived, right? So, she'll probably she's still a type of woman that's her way the highway kind of thing. You know, and you know what? She's struggled, right? She's persevered through all the struggle she's been. So, she's probably a strong woman. I give her that. But the strong-headed, the strong-hearted, the strong women, they're also hard to deal with. For good men, right? Like, for good men telling her, if you're a good man, more than likely you want to guide her. You want to direct her better. And I don't think this is a woman that follows directions. I don't. I don't. Especially in her 40s. So, and I think she will show her traumas in other ways too. I'm not saying I'm an expert, so I don't know these other ways, but I'm pretty sure here's the type of woman that will show her traumas in many other ways, and then it will be a hard to deal with relationship for good, decent men. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, tell me.